thanks to the supporters of channel member Glenn Patrick. Well, I'm making sure what happened yesterday can never happen again. We're 4 games into the season and I already have £24 million worth of pre-arranged contracts. All these boys are going to be joining us on the 1st of July. 5 transfers arranged, 1 we're still working on, £24 million total. We are utilising the Never Never. It's only 11.75 million up front. It's the 3 who should have joined us on deadline day. So Lionel Contreras, the centre-back who can also give us cover as our backup left-back. Dante Cruz, the 6'5" centre-back who can also play at right-back, but obviously we brought him in to score 30 goals a season for us. We've also got Maximiliano Russo, who is a natural left back and right back, so will give us cover on both sides. He's only 19. Crucially, all 3 of them Argentinian. In fact, all of these are Argentinian because that's all we could bring in. We've also got Ivan Lescano, who's a midfielder, attacking midfielder, right winger, potentially coming in as a long-term starter on the right-hand side of midfield. Lucas Hidalgo, the 23-year-old striker at River Plate, who's never really been given an opportunity, but will be very useful for us. And then we're also trying to bring in Bruno Barraza, a 26-year-old Argentinian striker, to give us another option, because I'm assuming that at some point Lucas Gonzalez is going to leave the club. And there have also been a couple of transfers out, most notably Ronaldo Sandoval has joined ATG in Brazil for £3.6 million, and we are pretty much spent up, because that's how we do it, boys and girls. We've started the season well. We're 4 games in. We've not conceded a goal yet, and we are top of the league. 12 goals scored, none conceded, 4 wins from 4. We are away against Boca Juniors now, though, so we're probably about to get our first big test, especially because 2 of our 3 actual centre-backs are injured. Godoy is just about recovered enough to play. Tia Clecchio, absolutely not. He's injured and out of the team. We do have Palazza back, though, who had been away at the start of the season on international duty, as had Basualdo. So we're a little bit stronger in some areas, still quite weak in others. Herrera's still not fit to play, so he's going to be sat down on the bench. Armando Arrieta, though, did start a match and scored 2 goals in it. So he is, I was thinking long-term for one of the wings, but maybe he's a striker. I know you'll not like him as a striker with 9 for his finishing. I think we've seen Boca Juniors is ground before. Have we? Maybe we haven't. Let's go and look at their ground. I mean, what we have got is more of these beautiful Argentinian grids that they have in their cities. It is a glorious thing. Every Argentinian city we've looked at, so beautifully organised. I've lost the stadium. I have lost the stadium. Can we just zoom back in on the stadium, please? There it is. It's down there. Let's look at it from above. It's only 3-sided. That's bananas. We've definitely... Jugador, eh? We've definitely not seen this one before, because I feel like I would remember it. So, I mean, it is literally just a wall out onto a street on this side of it, which is mad. I want to get into the middle of the pitch. I want to see what it looks like from here. So we've got what looks like a normal big football stadium, and then the maddest little, I don't understand, just do a compulsory purchase on these houses, build the rest of the stadium. Why didn't they just build it over here? There's all this space here. You could easily have put a full stadium. I mean, I'm not going to argue. It looks very nice. I think I want to move to Argentina. And this is the team that we're going to be sending there to try and pick up our 5th win as part of our perfect start to the season. We've got Gonzalez in goal, a back four of Flores, Godoy, Palazza and Carrera, Rodriguez and Lopera in midfield, Mancinelli, Guilherme and Basualdo behind Gonzalez up front. We are finally looking like quite a good team. Like I say, we've even been defensively solid, haven't conceded a goal yet. I suspect that changes today, because we're obviously not as good as Boca Juniors, but we would like to end up being competitive at this end of the table. And to be fair, the media think we're favourites to finish 4th in the league. Favourites to finish 4th. What a stupid sentence. The media predicting we're going to finish 4th in the league means once you get past Boca and River, we're kind of in that best of the rest category. So Let's see, shall we? Right, Carrera plays it into Basualdo. Of course, now an Inter Milan player, but with us for one more season on loan. And Basualdo is in, and that's what Inter have purchased. 15 minutes in, it's Boca Juniors 0, Colón 1. Up the Colón, boys and girls. Up the Colón. Come on, let's do it properly. And I mean, this is excellent work. I mean, he is going to take some replacing. Obviously, we are putting together a team. And he's not going to be part of it long term. And I suspect Palazza probably won't be either. But we have got all those new boys coming in July. And we've got a lot of very good, talented youngsters knocking around the place as well. So I think we are slowly but surely. I was doing my victory speech and they've immediately scored. It's 1-1. That's the first goal we've conceded this season. Hopefully it's not the beginning of a collapse, because we have looked defensively solid in all the other matches, despite not having any defenders, really. I say we've not got any. We've got like 6. I wanted 8. And injuries are going to be problematic, as we've already seen with not having Tiaclecchio available today. Basualdo now plays it into Carrera on the overlap, who decides to come back towards us, which is an interesting decision. Palazza to Lopera, ball over the top from him to Guillem. Guillem's in and applies the finish, and it's 2-1. And we're actually not only quite good at defending now, but we're actually taking chances as well. We've got a proper midfield pivot now with Rodriguez and Lopera. That was a huge weakness for us last year, and those two are good. We don't have any backups for them. If either of them gets injured, we are back to the absolute dregs that we were playing there last year. So there's still work to do in a number of positions, but that's been a big difference. Having 2 proper fullbacks has been a big difference. We've barely changed anything about the attack, and we're now scoring goals, presumably because we're getting a bit more confidence from the rest of the team not being as useless. And that's without Herrera even coming into the team yet, who I'm expecting to be our long-term superstar mega goal scorer. This club's Kurt Villakazu, by the way, he is now enjoying life in the Bundesliga. So we've not seen the end of Kurt Villakazu. We'll check in again with him, hopefully, when we get to Europe. Oh, that's so poor from Gonzalez. Is that offside? If it is, Gonzalez is absolutely getting away with one there, because that's rotten goalkeeping. But hopefully, no, he has not been let off the hook. Look at the state of this. So the ball came in over the top. He hesitates, he goes, doesn't get anywhere near. If you're going to go, you go immediately or not at all. You don't wait, and then get halfway there. That's just, even I know that. And I'm barely a world-class goalkeeper. Right, Carrera, back to Palazza. 2-2. We'd take this. If we could leave this match still unbeaten, I think we'd be absolutely over the moon with that. But we have taken the lead twice, so maybe we could do that for a third time. Flores coming forward on the left, plays it into Lopera, who's charged forward out of midfield, and Gonzalez is there. It's a 4th goal of the season now for Lucas Gonzalez, who maybe isn't as bad as I had him down as last season. Maybe he just needed some decent players around him to make him look a little bit better. I mean, we saw him miss so many sitters, but perhaps it was just a confidence thing. I mean, this is great from Lopera. Central midfielder, defensive midfielder, bursting forward and getting involved in the attack. That's exactly what we need from those 2 players. And we just weren't getting it last year. Lopera's on a 9 today. He's having a sensational match from central midfield. Guillem's playing really well as the attacking midfielder as well. And we're now 3-2 up, but facing a free kick. And I don't know that Gonzalez had it covered, but I mean, we'll certainly take going in at half-time 3-2 up. We'd take being 3-3, to be honest. If we have to concede here, then so be it. And Boca Juniors on the attack again, and we're struggling to get anywhere near them. Gonzalez is causing me heart palpitations. What is he doing there? He could have just kicked that away. There's no reason this should have been a corner. I don't know why he's gone down for that with his hand when it's basically come in ankle height slightly to the right of him, but I guess he gets away with it. And I've just noticed, well, we've had 3 shots on target and scored them all. What a contrast to last season's finishing. 3-2 at half-time. Stop the count. Look at the league table. 5 wins from 5 as it stands. Yeah, River Plate are breathing down our neck. We've got to play them at some point too, but we're a much better team than we were last year, but this is where the problem comes in because Christopher Rodriguez has picked up a damaged foot. We're going to have to bring Moran on in midfield, and this is where our total lack of strength in depth in that central midfield is going to start causing us problems potentially. We'll make just that one change now because we've got to protect Rodriguez because we can't risk him getting a proper injury. So the moment he looks a little injured, get him off, wrap him in cotton wool, wrap him in ice packs, and hope he doesn't get too bad. All right, Mancinelli's coming off. Arrieta will come on that left-hand side. He is a left footer, so I guess we'll leave him as that same instruction, the inverted winger. We want him getting into the attack long term. I think he's probably going to be on the right as an inside forward, probably replacing Basualdo with Herrera up top. I think that's the long-term plan. But we also need to take off Godoy, who is recovering from injury on a yellow card, and we don't really have a backup. Trujillo is going to have to come on for him, but we are down to absolute dregs at centre-back now, which is not ideal when you're playing against one of the best teams in the league and trying to defend a narrow lead. Right, Carrera is now tired as well. So Gomez, one of the youngsters we promoted in the summer-winter, is going to come on, and Basualdo, who's still not fully fit, is going to come off. Flores, who was outstanding while Basualdo was away on his international duty. Flores probably feeling a little hard done by to have lost his place immediately when Basualdo's come back, can come in on that right-hand side. Can we hold on to our narrow lead? It is still 3-2 as we hit the 90th minute. This would be a phenomenal result for our long-term hopes as a football club, especially when you remember just the amount of talent we've got coming in July. We're already a good team now. Maybe it's for the best that we didn't bring in all those players. Maybe we didn't need them. Look at that. We've come to Boca Juniors and left victorious. Beautiful stuff. When do we play River Plate? Oh, ages yet. I'm not showing you that one today. We'll play a few more matches off camera just in the interests of moving the season along. And the next time we play against a top 6 team, we'll jump back in and show you that one. Losing him for a month is a problem. Even though we wrapped him in cotton wool, losing him for a month is going to be a problem. Oh, boys and girls, we just keep winning. We've beaten Racing centre-back and a football as well. And this is what the league table looks like. 7 matches in, 7 wins from 7. Still only 2 points clear of River Plate, who are quite good, it seems. Or it's Boca Juniors, the team we've beaten away, who've been dominating the league for a gazillion years. So we're doing all right. One of a number of unbeaten teams in the division, but we are now away against Independiente, or another team I have heard of. So we'll play that one. We are still trying to do some transfer shenanigans as well. We've finally had some offers that meet the £8 million asking price for Lucas Gonzalez. So although he has been in good form this season, he does still want to leave. We have got Herrera, and I'm thinking we let him go for 8 million, and that will allow us to bring him in for 2.7 million. And I think that's a completely reasonable piece of business for what long term you would expect to be our backup striker behind Herrera, or even Arrieta, who's the one who's going to start today because he's the one who's been scoring. Herrera still hasn't really played since being injured at the start of the season, but Gonzalez is injured for today, so Arrieta's going to get a chance to start up front. And this is the full team. It's Tuta Gonzalez in goal, a back four of Flores, Godoy, Palazza and Carrera. Rodriguez is back after his injury to partner Lopera in midfield. Mancinelli, an injured Guillem, but fit enough to play. You can see he's fully match fit. Basualdo on the right, and then Arrieta is going to start up front, and Herrera will almost certainly come on at some point during the game, whether it's a straight swap at centre forward or moving Arrieta out onto one of the wings, maybe even moving Basualdo in behind and sticking Arrieta out on that right hand side, because Basualdo can play anywhere in that attacking midfield 3, including the position that the not fully fit Guillem is currently in. But of course, the main goal is to pick up another win, make it 8 wins from 8, and continue to get points on the board at the top of the table. I mean, I don't expect we're going to be able to win the league. We do still have to go and play River Plate, although we don't have to play Boca Juniors again, because with the weird way the system works here, and you have the first half of the season is the league, the second half is the League Cup. Our game against Boca Juniors was away. We'll, I think, play them at home in the League Cup if we play them. I think that's how it works. But yeah, we only play each team once as part of this league phase. So Boca Juniors can't make up that 3 points again that we've taken from them. So if we keep winning, they can't catch us. But still having to play River Plate is going to be a challenge, I suspect. Right, there's Rodriguez in midfield, plays it forward to Basualdo, and now out to Carrera, who gives it back to Basualdo, who bursts into the area. And he was looking, I think, to play it across to Arrieta. It looked like he was in two minds, whether he's going for Arrieta or whether he's going for the far post. And I don't think he really committed to either of them. And unfortunately, it left it with a fairly tame little trickler towards the far post that never really troubled anybody. And it looks like River Plate are ahead in their game. So they are relentless with the pressure they're putting on us. If we genuinely want to be part of a title race, we have to win all of our games, including tough away games like this one, where it has been pretty evenly matched so far against a team who, I mean, so far this season are down in mid-table, but there's clearly not a lot between us and them. And they've had the shot from range that I think Gonzalez had covered, but is enough to alarm me a little bit. Palazza now looking to play the ball out of defence, gives it to Carrera, who's got, I mean, no one's pressing him. He's got plenty of time, decides to play it back to Palazza, who's looking for one of these two sat in front of him, gives it to Lepera, who gets it back again from Godoy. Lepera now out to Flores. So we're trying the other flank. He's immediately given the ball away, though. And this is a strange highlight that I suspect is going to end with a goal. I didn't think it was going to be for us, but Arrieta wins it back. And now Basualdo plays it into Arrieta. It's a lovely touch from him and a lovely finish from him as well. And we don't need Lucas Gonzalez. This is why we can take that £8 million for him. I don't know that we necessarily need to spend money to bring in a replacement for him, because we know Herrera's good from the back end of last season, and we're learning this season how good Arrieta can be, because that is a lovely finish from him. Lovely movement, lovely touch, lovely finish. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's 1-0 and Gonzalez catches the free kick. And I love watching a goalkeeper catch the ball. It's one of my favourite things in football. Right, Gonzalez lumps it forward, looking for Mancinelli on the left-hand side. He's not able to win the header, and Independiente coming straight back at us, have carved through our midfield as if they're not there. Clearly, we don't have quite enough tough tackling oomph. I mean, both of our central midfielders would prefer to play as the deep lying playmaker. We've signed two similar midfielders in an attempt to control the matches a little bit more, have some actual chance creation, some actual ball retention, and it's worked on that side of things. They don't offer as much of a shield in front of the back four as, for example, when Godoy was playing there last season before we've had to move him back to centre back. So we could probably do with someone with a little bit more crunch to come in when we're doing our next round of transfers. But obviously we can't complain too much. We're top of the league and we've already got £20 million worth of players joining us in just a couple of months' time. So I think we're probably doing okay at the moment. Although we've given the ball away quite softly there. Our Serie A boy, Basualdo, gives the ball away and Gonzalez absolutely flaps at it, gets away with it there. But Independiente are knocking on the door. And they're still going. The move continues. Can we just clear it? I feel like it's probably substitution o'clock. I think Willem probably comes off. He wasn't fully fit coming in. And I think we're going to shuffle things around a little bit. Right. We are going to move Basualdo there. And I think I'm going to move Arrieta out there and get Herrera on up front, because I feel like we need to see this combination to work out if that can be Arrieta's long-term possession. Remember, he is a left footer, he is a striker, so you would think playing him as an inside forward on attack off the right-hand side is going to be quite a useful way to get his best qualities out of him, knowing that the guy who starts there for us at the moment is only here for the rest of this season. Right, Mancinelli is going to come off as well. Janovic can come on for him on that side, and Flores is tired. We don't really have a backup left back until he arrives in July. So Trujillo, the backup utility man, can play everywhere guy, is going to have to play left back and like it. And now everyone really is tiring. Carrera needs to come off for Gomez. We'll take off Rodriguez, who's on his way back from injury. Yanez is a centre back, so I might actually bring him on and just move Godoy further forward to give us that midfield crunch for the final 10 minutes that we've been lacking a little bit, but we've still got tired legs on the pitch. This is the problem we had last year because we're doing this gegenpressing system and we don't have much of a squad to rotate from match to match. Tiredness does kind of accumulate. But there is Yanez across to Lopera. He's hit the post. Oh, that would have been it. That would have finished them off. At 1-0, we are definitely getting away with one a little bit at the moment. We've been second best for just about every stat, but we are just about clinging on to our lead as we head towards the 90th minute. Look at our goal difference compared to everybody else's, by the way. What a contrast to last season. And if we can hold on, this does become 8 wins from 8. And at some point, we're going to have to admit that we might just be in a title race. Herrera is going to take the corner. It's looking for that near post. There is Palazzo, all 6'4" of him. He needs to make the most of this because we've got a 6'5" defender coming in a few months, who is probably going to be the guy that we aim at from then on. But it's going to be nice to have a bunch of big boys to aim at. And that is a solid header from Palazzo. It's 2-0, 8 wins from 8, 20 goal difference, still only 2 points clear of River Plate. We obviously still have to play them, but I think 8 games into what is a 25, 26 game season, I think we might be in a title race, boys and girls, which is delightful. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much to my incredibly handsome Patreon backers, and thank you very much for watching.